Hello everyone, I am repeating this particular video not because my previous solution was wrong, but only because I made a wrong statement while explaining the constant speed. Remember, we are dealing with speed time graph, so it totally escaped my memory thinking that I was dealing with distance time graph. You know, there are two different things. So in distance time graph, this particular horizontal line is a rest, right? When the object is at rest. But in speed time graph, this indicates what? A constant speed. All right, so this is just the wrong statement I have made earlier. So the first question says, from the graph, we should determine the maximum speed. The maximum speed is what? 15, because this is the maximum, right? 15 meter per second. Then B, we asked to determine the initial acceleration. Can you see that? This is the initial acceleration where you have a positive slope, and final deceleration is where you have negative slopes. They are all acceleration, but this is negative acceleration. You should know that. So let's start with initial acceleration. It is equal to the change in velocity over the change in time. But someone might ask, we don't have velocity here, but you should know that speed is another form of velocity. Just that speed has no direction, but velocity has a direction. So the change, what happened? From here, you can see the final speed is 15. The initial speed is 0. So we have 15 minus 0 divided by what is the time? The time difference, you can see this is 20 minus 0, right? 20 minus 0. This is going to give us 15 divided by 20, which is 0.75, right? So this is 0.75 meter per second squared. Oh, 0.75, not 0.7. 0.75 meter per second squared. We are done with this one. Then C, final deceleration from here to here. This is the stopping point. So you have to start from here. This is the final, right? Final speed is 0. So let me write the formula. Change in velocity over the change in time. This is 0 minus 15, right? Minus 15 divided by 60 minus 50. That is the time. From here, you can see it is under 50. So we have 60 minus 50. 60 minus 50, which is 10. This is going to give us negative 1.5. Because 60 minus 50 is 10. 0 minus 15 is negative 15. Negative 15 divided by 10 is negative 1.5. So therefore, you can even write it as deceleration. Therefore, deceleration is equal to 1.5. Then you remove the negative sign because you have made a statement saying it is deceleration, meter per second squared. Then E, the total distance. The total distance, remember, distance is what? Speed. Speed is equal to distance all over time. Therefore, distance is equal to speed times time. Speed times time will give us the area. So we are looking for the area under this curve here. And this is what? Trapezium. Therefore, we are going to take the formula for distance as 1 divided by 2, right? Multiplied by A plus B. A is this length, B is this length. So what is this length? You can see this one starts under 20 and it ends under 50. So this is 50 minus 20, which is 30. That's the length. Plus the length here is from 60 to 0. That's 60 minus 0 is 60. They multiply by the height. You can see the height is 15. So you multiply by 15. So I can see that this is 90, right? Half of 90 is 45, and 45 times 15. Let me check my calculator real quick, please. I don't want to make any mistake. 675, right? So this is 675 meters. And the final question here says we should find average speed. So speed is equal to a distance divided by time. And here we're talking about for the entire journey. So what is the distance covered? It's 675. 675 divided by the total time. You can see it is 60. 60. So let me compute this one as well. 675 divided by 60. We have 11.25. So this is 11.25 meter per second. Meter per second. And yes, we have answered all the questions. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues.